Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revan, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'ma talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' blow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you. Let's go inside my astral brain. Have a series blast so tight. And fuck your boyfriend, bitch. I want some ass tonight. You know my stilo, Alizé and Cristal. We sure you heard of all the freaky shit they say about me. But all you busters is jealous. Pull your gun out and blast. I dare you niggas to open fire. I murder that ass and disappear before the cops come running. My Glock spitting rounds, niggas falling down, clutching their stomach. It's West Side Death Row. The other niggas on the rise. Buster shot me 5 times. Real niggas don't die. Can you hear me? Laced with this game, I know you feel me. Woo! So cowards feel me. Come on, baby. Reincarnation. Hey, yo, this Pac is legendary. Feeling no more pain. I came to bring the pain hardcore to the brain. Let's go inside. I got to do one more verse. I'm sorry. This Tupac got me turned all the way up. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? I missed y'all so much, man. I'm glad to be back, baby. And I'm back better than ever. Yes, indeed. We're going to get this last verse of this song, and then we're gonna get into the show. We're gonna have ourselves a funky good time tonight, baby. Let's go inside my astral brain. What they all say, it's time to make a killing, sure to make $1 million with Devontae. Bitch, I know you want me, what your mouth say. Now watch your eyes, you don't want to get with me, that's a lie. No hands on your hips, no time to bullshit. Freaky bitch, come give me a kiss. Tell them niggas some other areas. What? Murder here, now they label me a troublemaker, cause I'm a rider, deaf to you player haters, don't let me find you, mama made you pug it, baptized in public. Now you whole thug nigga. Don't you love it? Ooh. Come on, Pop. That shit is a must. All right, I think I got it all out, man. Niggas be fucking with me, you be deceased, never rested in peace, nigga, with no more pain. Hey, look here. That song right there, No More Pain, is one of, I'm talking top 5 flows of all time, on the real. That flow from No More Pain, probably the flow from Eminem, Renegade, because that shit was deadly than a motherfucker. That flow, that's number 2. Scarface, Untouchable, that's like number 3. And let me see who, I gotta put in Straight Ballin'. Straight Ballin', that, man, come on now. But we ain't talking about greatest songs of all time, but I'm just talking about the flow, the way a nigga came in and just ripped it. Yes, absolutely. Them 4 right there, I can't think of the 5th one right now, but them 4 right there, definitely top 5 of all time. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna find too many flows that's gonna be better than that. I don't care who you try to go get, who you try to go find. I know probably Ice Cube got one of them, like Ice Cube and Natural Born Killers. Boy, terror illustrates my era. Now I can't hang around my mama cause I scare her. I got to blast motherfuckers. What's up? It feels like I'm busting a nut when I open you up. Hey, look, I'm telling you, that's right there. That's 5. He said Doc on the grand finale. Yes, so we gotta go top 10. Cause I can't, man. Y'all people don't realize like what D.O.C. could have been had he not had that injury and got his vocal cords messed up, as Ja Rule say, my vocal cords. Had Doc not got hurt, dude, he would have probably been what Tupac was to the West Coast. It wasn't when that album, the D.O.C. came out, he shut it down. He shut it down. That album he had it on lock. Had D.O.C. not got hurt, oh my God, what he would have did with NWA, and then he would have went with his cousin Dre, and like he did, and what he did on Death Row, y'all don't realize how much stuff he wrote on Death Row. He was writing for, and it's like, and people never even realize that Dr. Dre and the D.O.C., the Doc, like them two together, man, hey, look. That dude he was on his way. The D.O.C. was, at that time when that album dropped, next to Ice Cube, it wasn't nobody on the West Coast fucking with him. Period. That album right there was his coming out party. And for him him having Dr. Dre producing for him, bro, he was on. He was gonna be the next one. Real talk. He was gonna be that cause it was like for the longest time, Cube was the one holding it down out west. Cube at that time doing all that shit, he was the coldest motherfucker out west. Period. You can't deny it. You can't deny that. Cube was holding that shit down. And even with Eazy-E and his flow and all that shit, he was still writing for them. Cube was the one that was writing. Cube and that nigga Ren, they was the ones writing all that shit. But the Doc, had he gotten to do his thing and had not gotten hurt, oh my God! Like that lady, like that chick who wig fell off on the live stream. Oh my God, nigga! Tell you, boy, that boy was on. He was on his way. That boy was on. He was on his way. So I'm just saying. But when you just talking about just good songs and just flows, it's like, man, yes. Omerta, I just saw that. Omerta, I know that niggas try to give that speed rap shit to the originators, talking that Jay-Z and shit. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all niggas say. Twista is the king, has been the king, and he was the one that put that speed rap on the map. Plain and simple. He put that shit on the map. I don't know why them niggas from New York always trying to know, man, it was O and it was Jay-Z, man. Nope. Nah, son. Yo, God, nah. It was Twista. Twista put that shit out. You can go and find somebody mixtape that was made in the basement back in the late 80s or whatever. One of the Sugar Hill Gang cousins was the first beat. Bullshit to the back. That shit wasn't a thing until Twista did it. Fuck what you heard. I don't want to hear no bullshit, man. Go back and look at this, man, and see when it was Grandmaster Flash's cousin. That was the one, man. He was the one that did it, B. He was one of the original B-boys, and I don't want to hear none of that shit. The motherfucker who started that shit was Twista. Twista put that shit on the map. Plain and simple. I don't know why motherfuckers are always trying to motherfucking stop it and trying to shade it and trying to take some of it. You know, everything that ever was created started in New York. You let a New York nigga tell you that. I know, I can make some of you New York niggas mad. I don't give no fuck. You tell a nigga in New York, everything that ever was, the wheel was invented in New York. You know, son. You know, God. You know, the wheel was actually first discovered back in Brooklyn on the... Come on. Nope, Bolo. You know I ain't lying. Everything that done happened that was black related has started in New York if you let a New York nigga tell it. You let a New York nigga tell it, be like, Jesus was overseas and Jesus was over there in the Middle East and all that, man, and Eden and all that. But the Bible was written in the Bronx, yo. The Bible was written by slaves in the Bronx, and that's where it all came from, B. Man, you don't get the fuck out my face with that. I'm telling you, anything. You name it, a nigga from New York started it first. I'm just saying, we all know this. Ever since, and niggas from New York have been, ever since the B-boy breaking shit, I get that to New York. Them niggas wearing them backpacks and all that shit, that's New York. They started all that. But you want to go into anything, right? Dancing. You know, man, real talk. A lot of people won't tell you this. I'm in my KRS-One voice. A lot of people won't say this, but, dancing, period. Not just the breakdancing, but dancing, that was really like an African thing, but they brought it to New York, and it was New York in the, because back then all of the blacks were together, right? And the people in New York, they was the ones that started dancing because they had nothing to do, They couldn't really go nowhere, and they was just hanging out, and, they'd be beating on the drums, and, one of the sisters started moving her hips, and that made the brothers want to move their hips. There you go, dancing started. Man, shut the fuck up. Bolo, you know I ain't lying. They be like, it started, everything the niggas ever done started in Brooklyn, started in the Bronx, it started in Jersey, it started in Harlem. That's all it is. Everything started somewhere. We just didn't know about it. It all started there. Niggas be like, Adam originally was born in Harlem, but he traveled, immediately because it was so cold there, B. He traveled, and then he built a boat, and he wound up landing in Eden. So, yeah, God created him first, but he created him in Harlem first. So Harlem is really like the birthplace of man. You know what I'm saying? Son. He said that's more of a Tracy Morgan than KRS-One. All I'm saying, that's just what it is. Everything that started in New York. I don't know how and I don't know why, but you let a nigga from New York tell it. And it was done first then. Now, it may have went somewhere else. and really took off and got, became a part of the culture. But it started there. Right? He does in 1984. Christopher Columbus, he landed in Manhattan. He didn't land, in Boston and on the coast. No. There was a tsunami, and the tsunami lifted the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria up over all of that, and it washed them up into Manhattan, yo. So when they got there, they didn't even know, like, those Indians and stuff that was all the way back on the East Coast. They didn't even know them, but they was there yet. It was the tsunami that brought them into New York. That's just what it was, B. I'm just saying. Now, they won't never tell you that, and that ain't in no history books, and there's no evidence whatsoever that could substantiate that, but my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, he was one of the original slaves on the boat with Columbus. In fact, he was actually the navigator on the boat with Columbus because he was a Moor. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. Man, get your ass out of here. Right. God created New York first. That was the first city. You know what I mean? So, the first pyramid was actually built in New York. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. And it was actually Napoleon that tore it down, but it was actually the first one was built there, because that's where all of the Egyptian kings and stuff lived. All the pharaohs were from the 5 boroughs. You didn't know that, see, but that's stuff you won't find in just your regular American history books, I can go on with this shit, man. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know, everybody in here that's watching this, y'all know a nigga from New York, and y'all know that's how these niggas talk. They invented basketball first. They invented football. I mean, everything. New York, the Garden, that's the mecca of basketball. It's like, how did that get to be known as the mecca of basketball? It's like, how did that become the mecca of basketball? You know how? It was about 35,000 niggas from New York that started saying it. Motherfuckers, just let them roll with it. That's it. Right. New York invented Jesus. Boy, y'all gonna make me, boy. Let me get back to the show. I don't know how I got to talking about New York. I know y'all niggas from New York gonna hate me for it, but it is what it is. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. All y'all niggas think y'all made everything up there and got the best of everything. The best air is in New York. The best water is right off of the Hudson. Let a nigga from New York tell it. Yo, if you drink water straight from the Hudson River, all of the nutrients and all of the minerals that your body needs is right there in that water, son. And if you drink that water will help keep you connected and grounded to Mother Earth. That's just what it is, right? They got the best pizza. Nope. Wrong. And everybody knows this. This is just a fact, period. Chicago. And I'm saying Chicago, Illinois. It is the food mecca of the world. Every place, everybody knows this. Chefs, world-renowned. Yep, chef want to go and work in France. You want to go and be a chef in Italy. You gonna come to Chicago, baby. Everybody knows this. Chicago, it is the mecca of culinary, the culinary arts. There is no place in the world except for Chicago where you can go and eat anything from any culture and it be authentic. Chicago is the only place where you can go and literally get the best of everything the world has to offer. They have it there and it's authentic. Now you can get certain cuisines from other places. Yes, indeed, you can do that. But to get authentic whatever, there's only one place that has it all, and that is Chicago. That is Chicago. Chicago, if you gonna hate anything or anything about, you can hate on that. You can't go nowhere else in the world and get the best of something and it be all in one place except for Chicago. That is the only place. You want to go and get Indian. You want to go get Thai. You want to go get Greek. You want to go get Italian. You want to go get American. You want to go get Nigeria. You want to go get anything from any culture, Mexican, all of it. It's all right there. Authentic. Excellent. I mean, you can just find the best. Yep, Chicago hot dogs, hands down the best. But I'm just saying, a place there, that is the only place that has everything. Everything, everything. Bakeries, the best cannolis, the best what else? What's the kosher, the corned beefs and all that kind of stuff. Chicago, they got it all. Cheesecake, Chicago, they got it. Fuck with me, you know we got it. That's just what it is. But enough of that. Everybody knows that's the truth. A lot of people won't say it, but that is the place. You ask any reputable chef, and they will say the same. I've heard that from plenty of chefs. Next time you go to a legit restaurant where you can actually say, I want to talk to somebody, the chef or somebody, ask them. And they'll tell you. Not ask them. Yup, they gonna tell you the same. That's just what it is. Shout out to my man, hit me with the super chat over there on the United Guns of America. BJ, he said, I got a super chat for the KRS-One. What up? What up, son? Word up, that's fresh. Thanks, BJ347, man. I appreciate you. But I just want to say, first and foremost, to all of you all that's been watching me and been rolling with me for years now, I must apologize for it being so long. It's been like 3 weeks since I done a show, but I'm happy to say that, hey, I'm back. I just been getting my mind right, getting my life right. I was actually going to go live last night, but I came down with like a level 6 headache, so I was like, I ain't just going to go live and give y'all a shitty show, you know, but I know that y'all been missing me because I know I've been missing y'all, goddammit, I have, and I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to be back, and I promise y'all, your boy is about to get back on his square. We about to get it popping one more again. I literally got like 4 shows lined up already that I'm gonna do. So hey, y'all just get ready to get y'all self some relationship rehab going, baby. Yeah, he said I came back big time. 24 said I came back rapping Tupac like I just got out of jail. Yeah, man. Hey, you know, one of the things too, I've been really trying to get past this this strike I got, because I'm literally 1 strike away from losing my channel on YouTube, and I'm really been trying to like hold my mule, because they are literally finding any and everything to try to give me some type of strike, some type of copyright strike and all. It's crazy. And it's like I am really, really hoping that everyone, that Rumble becomes the new YouTube, because what they have done with YouTube, man, it is ridiculous, dude. This new algorithm that they got going through, it's finding all kind of bogus shit. And it's so hard, and so you can't really actually appeal stuff, because it's a bullshit system to appeal. So they kind of just like going through, letting this algorithm run through everybody's content, and it's fucking striking you for anything. Like what happened with Tommy the other day? He sang a parody of the song, and it copyrighted him. That's bullshit. You can literally, by law, sing any fucking song, and it's not copyright infringement. Like cover bands. Cover bands ain't doing copyright infringement. They can go and you can sing. If you can sing the song live, it is not copyright infringement. As long as I'm not playing the music, and as long as I'm not playing the lyrics, it's not copyright infringement. That shit is crazy to me that they've done that on this platform. It's insane, dude. It is truly insane what they did to this platform with this bullshit ass algorithm. I mean, even with the commentary stuff, when I'm playing the videos, these motherfuckers are letting you strike that. Like, how? It's commentary. What are you talking about? But I don't know, man. Like I said, I just hope that y'all keep supporting. I hope that y'all keep subscribing to the Rumble, because we need y'all to get up over there, because I'm telling you, I don't know how long this is actually going to last, but it's crazy as to what they're doing, and I'm just kind of, holding on, because I know eventually it's going to happen. Like, when they came back and gave me a strike from some shit that happened in 2019, I said, yeah, they on that bullshit. I knew it then. I said, yup, they on that bullshit. 2019? Come on, man. How? Why? Why are y'all going back to 2019? It's like, that shit is ridiculous, dude, but it is what it is. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that, Illa Dre. I need y'all to do it, man. Just get over there, because I'm telling you, when this shit is gone, it's gone. It's going to be from 3 channels to 2. I know it's going to happen. So I'm just trying to prepare everybody. Man, it's ridiculous. He said I'm hitting you with that back child support. Man, look, let me tell y'all. Matter of fact, I ain't going to even do that. But I was about to tell y'all some other shit, but that'd have been another 20 minutes. But we'll do that next show. But I'm just excited to be back, so that's why I'm talking so damn much. But let's go ahead and let's get into the show. And we can't do that until I play my favorite part of the show. Come on, baby.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yeah, buddy. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much, CJ, for putting in that, CJ Gunn, for putting that, the link in there. Y'all can click on that, and that'll take you to the actual show. If you look in the description box, it actually has just the channel, the link to the channel, but that's either way is fine, because you can subscribe from either one. So y'all, yeah, please do that. Please, please, please do that. And just keep posting it throughout on both, so we can make sure y'all can get over there. Because when this shit is gone, it's just gonna be gone, and then I'm gonna be over on the other one, and that's gonna be it. And we're gonna keep rolling with 2 until they hit that other one. They hit the UGOA. If they hit it, they hit it. It is what it is. But hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Wilbur. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm going to show you guys basically a video of a 17-year-old kid. Name was Delano Martin. And the thing about Delano Martin, he did what most niggas do. He did what most black folks do when they get stopped by the police. They just will not comply. And a lot of people will look at this and see, oh, shout out to my man Dave Sheffield. David Sheffield hit me with $3. Appreciate you, bro. A lot of people will look at videos and you'll see, man, if he would have just listened, he would have been alive, which is true to a degree in this case. But there's also in my opinion, there's the other side of this as to what the police officers did. And police officers, and what a lot of people don't understand too, is that, like I always say, police are people too. And with that being said, police do make mistakes, and police do go about things the wrong way sometimes. And I want to call that stuff out as well, because I believe that me talking about these situations and speaking to these issues when they do happen will help the people that are committing the crimes. And I believe it'll also help the police officers who are out there enforcing the law. And so whenever an opportunity comes up to do that, I make sure that I do, and I make sure I always try to look at things in a different way, just so that, because I'm going to tell you like this. Most of the time, the things that happen, or the series of unfortunate events that take place, are usually due because of the citizen not following the rules, not following the commands, and not following the directions that they're being given. However, there is another percentage, let's say it's about maybe 80-20. There is that 20% of the time where the law enforcement officers are poorly trained. The law enforcement officers don't know or didn't know what they were doing, and they could have went about things a totally different way, to where even though this person would have disobeyed, they more than likely, there's a very, very, very high percentage that person would have survived. And it's like when those come about, I'm even more so critical on that to the police officers, because police officers are the professionals. You are the people in position of authority, and therefore that accountability for you is just a tad bit higher. Not too much, because you're still human, you're still people, but from a training and execution perspective, absolutely. Absolutely, because you know what you're here to do, and you know how to do it, and if you don't, then that's the opportunity to get better at doing it. So this is one of those instances here where you're going to see that. I'm going to point it out to you, and we can go from there. If anybody want to dispute that or have, some type of rebuttal to it, y'all always know I'm down to discuss that. But I definitely want to make sure that I point this out and just show what happened and how it took place, and the series of unfortunate events that led to this young man's life being taken. In my opinion, it didn't have to go down this way, and it really was one of those things to where this is definitely an opportunity to get better. Definitely an opportunity to get better. So I'm going to first pull this up, and let's do this. Let's do this video first, where you can actually see pretty much like the aftermath. This is like the mom and all them talking, and because every kid that dies is just the greatest kid ever, right? But we're going to do that. And actually, I think I got the news story. I do have the story. Oh, perfect. I can read. I, too, can read. Good people, I'm going to read y'all a story. Hold on. I'm going to read this, and then we're going to watch the video and get into it. Let's do that. And
we're learning more about the moments leading up to the shooting death of 17-year-old Delano Martin. This is a story.
Yeah. So we're going to play this first real quick, and I'm going to read, and then we're going to go ahead and watch the actual video, because the video was pretty good. It's not pretty good, but it's going to really point out the things that I'm talking about.
We're learning more about the moments leading up to the shooting death of 17-year-old Delano Martin. This is a story we've been following very closely for you. You might remember a Park police officer shot and killed Martin in Northwest D.C. last month, and tonight we have body camera video of that shooting from Park Police and D.C. Police.
John Henry is going to walk us through what it shows step by step.
After 30 minutes of discussion as to how to best apprehend 17-year-old Delano Martin before his inevitable shooting, 2 United States Park police officers moved in. Both toward.
Now, as my man DJ Just Jay says, put a pin in that. 30 minutes of discussion. I'm going to say that again. 30 minutes of discussion. 30 minutes of discussion.
Toward the back seat of this vehicle parked in D.C.'s River Terrace neighborhood. Inside the car was Martin. He was asleep at the wheel of a vehicle police believed was stolen.
Police, come on.
When he wakes up, one Park police officer is thrown out of the car into the road. The other Park police officer is still in the back seat, asking Martin to stop the car.
Stop,
We've decided not to show you what happens after this request, as the video is very graphic. But we can tell you, less than 1 second later, the officer fires several times toward Martin's head and upper torso. The car later crashes into a home. Officers on scene render aid, but Martin succumbs to his injuries.
The back window is just a plastic. I'm going to try to cut that out quietly.
District senior officials told us D.C. police called in nearby Park police officers for assistance after getting a 911 call about the car Martin was in. Those same officers told us it's against MPD policy to block a car's path of pursuit or to even get into a car like the Park police officers ultimately did.
And that in itself, I had to stop it there, is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And it's one of those things to where there comes a point to where you write too much policy to where your police officers become ineffective. Explain to me how you can justify having it to where a police officer cannot block a vehicle. What the fuck kind of sense does that make? That's beyond stupid. That's just flat out. I don't understand why you would even come up with a policy to do that. And it comes from, and this is one of the things that really pisses me off about how they have this so-called upper brass. You got a bunch of fucking police officers or former police officers, or really what you would say college-trained police officers that are making decisions for the cops that are actually in real life situations, putting their lives on the line. You got a motherfucker that ain't been in a fucking on a call in 15 years. And you got that motherfucker who done sat back and he resting on his laurels now. And you got this motherfucker deciding what the guys on the front lines do every day. It makes no fucking sense at all. How would you even come up with a law like that? Is beyond stupid. You can't block a vehicle. What the fuck would you have me do? If I can't block the vehicle, you mean to tell me now to say, hey, we encourage it? That's one thing, but to make it a policy where you can't do it, it's stupid as fuck, and that's why this kid is dead.
They add, as of right now, the D.C. police officers did not appear to commit any policy violations in the case.
Now, D.C. senior officials go on to say a gun was found in the car after the shooting, but it's not clear who that gun belonged to. The Martin family lawyer tells us the family has seen the video and they believe it's murder. They also want the names of the officers to be released. The actions of those officers, by the way, are still under investigation.
And my thing is, why do they want the officers' names to be released? So motherfuckers can't harass them? It's like, why the fuck would you care what the officers' names being released? So why? So motherfuckers can go fuck with them? I guess. But that's just the heart of men, the heart of niggas. They just want to fuck with people. But whatever. But I just want you to think about like what takes place, and when you see the video, you really gonna see my point as to why I say that's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And I'm gonna say in this case, I believe that the family should be able to sue like they are, but they should actually get some fucking money because that policy is dumb as fuck. That's a dumbass policy. And ain't nobody gonna get on here and try to tell, well, the reason why we don't do that is because, nope. Because a car or vehicle that is allowed to drive away from a scene could not only injure and put the driver at risk, but it can put innocent civilians at risk. Why would you allow that? It's just like how and it's just like the policy of where you have like cities or municipalities that have a no pursuit rule. I can see that. Because when you have somebody who's speeding, and they're speeding away and they doing, 95 miles an hour in their Charger, or they doing, and they got that Challenger with the computer in the motherfucker, and they doing that, 110 or whatever. Do you need another 3 or 4 police cars behind that person doing 108 miles an hour? Nope. It puts a lot of innocent people at risk. So I get that part. And I understand the no chase rule, because what is it for? Fucking speeding violation? Lack of insurance, hit and run. You gonna let a motherfucker go on an 80, 90 mile per hour speed chase and fuck around and run into a building or run into a daycare and kill some kids or kill some old people or kill some regular niggas in a liquor store? Hell no, that's stupid. There's no reason to have a law set up like that. So I get like a no pursuit law, but when you talking about something like this, had they been able to block this kid in, this shit would have never happened. The kid probably would have just surrendered because he had nowhere to go. But nope. Good old policy done fucked that city over, and now they about to get paid. I'm telling you that right now. They gonna get paid from this shit. There will be a settlement. I'm just saying. Right, Wolf Bear said in Chicago, it's no chase unless it's a felony pursuit. Right. And I get that. You got motherfucking Charles Manson and the motherfucker, some nigga that then went on a killing spree. Yeah, you need to chase that motherfucker to the end of the earth. But in general, traffic stops and shit like that, man, nah. Let those people go, man. It's like because the cost and what you put in that danger, it's like, man. My man Mo said, put Control Alt Delete when the driver don't listen. Boy, you ice cold, baby, but I agree. He said Control Alt Delete. But let me read this real quick, and then we're going to watch the actual video. So, a teen, and this is like, a reason I want to read this because it gives you a little bit more detail, too. A teen fell asleep in the driver's seat of a car. Police fatally shot him seconds after he awoke, video shows. A federal civil rights investigation has been opened into the police killing of a 17-year-old in Washington, D.C. after body cam footage of the fatal shooting was released Tuesday. On March 18th, Metropolitan Police Department and the U.S. Park police officers found Delano Martin asleep in a car police believed to be stolen. Okay? Officials said Park police got into the car, and after a struggle, Martin drove away with an officer still in the back seat. The officer shot Martin multiple times, body camera video shows, before Martin crashed the car into a house. The U.S. Attorney's Office called the footage of the shooting extremely upsetting. How? Why? What am I supposed to do? I can't block him in. He drives the fuck off and is driving recklessly. I don't have no seatbelt on. What am I supposed to do? Let this nigga take me on the Great Space Coaster until I die? I mean, the police officers trying to do their job. They hopped on board. They got inside, going on a magic ride where all the rainbows fly, and the motherfucker wouldn't stop the Great Space Coaster. So what are you gonna do? Like my man, like Officer Mo said, Control Alt Delete. Shit. What else can I do? I'm telling him to stop. I'm asking him to stop several times. What do I do? Just let him drive me to fucking hell? No. I can't do that. I'm a CAD the nigga. Control Alt Delete. Beep boop beep. There it is. In task. Y'all know when y'all hit that Control Alt Delete, that task manager come up. You go right there, click on that in task, nigga. In task. And that's it. Stop that motherfucker, man. You got no choice. You have no choice. Right, exactly. A vehicle is a deadly weapon. You're driving a 2-ton fucking weapon down the street at a very fast pace. What am I supposed to do? Whoa, but what am I to do? This nigga won't stop. He literally got that Diddy mentality. Take that, take that. Won't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Take that. Yeah, all right. Put this Suge Knight on your ass. All right, so the loss of life is always tragic, but is extremely heartbreaking when it involves a child. The office said in a statement, this is the Office of the U.S. Attorney's Office saying this, in coordination with the FBI Washington Field Office, the United States Attorney's Office has opened a civil rights investigation into the circumstances leading to Mr. Martin's death. Now, what does the body camera footage show? MPD officers respond to a report of a suspicious vehicle and found Martin asleep in the driver's seat of the car police said was reported stolen earlier that month. According to police, the engine was running. And the ignition was damaged, police said. So what that means is they got up on the car. They saw that one of the windows was busted out, which you'll see in the footage. The back rear window was busted out, which is clear case of what niggas do when they steal cars. And also they saw that the ignition was damaged, or the column had been peeled, or as a screwdriver, some shit like that. The ignition was fucked up to where motherfucker hotwired the motherfucking started it. Gotcha. So that definitely would lead me to at least want to investigate if this vehicle is stolen or not. And it came back that it was reported stolen a month earlier, or earlier that month. So there it is. Additional MPD officers and 2 park police officials arrived to help detain Martin. All right? The department said the group can be heard discussing how to remove Martin from the car in body camera footage released by MPD. The back window is just plastic. I'm going to try to cut it out quietly, unlock the door, and MPD officer can be heard saying, if he doesn't get startled, doesn't wake up, then we're going to try to get in there, grab him before he puts that car in gear. Now, this is why I'm saying that policy they have is fucking stupid. Because based on the logic of that policy, this is the only fucking recourse that these motherfuckers have, aside from knocking on the window saying, "Hi, sir, can you please turn off your stolen car?" Why would you not have it to where this car could be blocked in? Why would you have a policy to where you could not have this car blocked to where it can't drive away? Because my thing is too, there was another officer, he got thrown from the car. You're telling me that you're going to force police officers to try to have to jimmy rig and sneak inside of a car to get a nigga out of it, as opposed to blocking the motherfucker? Like, what the fuck do you think a roadblock is for? You can set up roadblocks for fucking fugitives. You set up roadblocks for fucking traffic safety nets. You set up roadblocks for plenty of shit. Why the fuck would you not allow a motherfucker that's caught sleeping in a stolen car to be blocked in? What the fuck else do you think he's gonna do? Might give up? He gonna hit him with the jar jar? Might give up. Might give up when ain't nothing but space and opportunity in front of me? Man, get the fuck out of here. You're asking for this. And they have literally set the police officers up for failure because you got stupid, smart motherfuckers, yep, I said it, who making policies and rules for shit that they really don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And they have never been in these situations. Because I guarantee you, you get the fucking geniuses that wrote that policy and you put their ass in this situation and they ain't gonna have no fucking excuse as to, well, what the officer should have done was, what, let them drive the fuck off? Because that's the only other option they have. Knock on the glass and pray for the best, cross your fingers. Shit is stupid. But after further discussion of where Martin's hands are, the officer says police should wait to see if Martin gets startled. After he tries to unlock the door. If he does, if he takes off, just let him go, the officer says. You have no choice but to let him go. Because if you just shoot the motherfucker right then and there, you still have a chance of being hurt. And here's why I say that, because when you startle or awake a motherfucker, he don't know who the fuck is waking him up. Those first initial seconds of getting up and you know you done did some shit wrong, it could be the police or it could be some other niggas. You don't know if this nigga got niggas looking for him. You don't know if this nigga's trying to kill him. You have no idea what kind of life this young man is leading. So why put him in a situation to where he has to make a spontaneous decision being awakened from his sleep as to whether he's going to put lives in jeopardy or not? That's stupid as fuck. You might as well put the gun in his hand and then wake him up and say, boo, and see what the fuck he do. Well, let's see what he does. Yeah, cock that. Yeah. Go ahead and cock the hammer back. Put the gun in his hand. Place his finger inside the trigger well, and then we'll just see if he gets startled. Hey, Mo, you are 1,000% correct. My man Mo said they should have put stop sticks in front of the vehicle. Yep. He said, but they should have put a banana in the tailpipe. That's what I think they should have did. That should be the policy. Put the banana in the tailpipe. Is this the man that wrecked the buffet at the Beverly Country Club? Is this the man that put the bananas in the tailpipe? Y'all know nothing about that Beverly Hills Cop, baby. But I'm just saying, I hate the fact that they put officers in these kinds of positions to where they literally cannot effectively do their job, but you motherfuckers want to hold them accountable for every fucking thing that they do wrong. Anytime some shit go left, you want to take the officer's job, take the officer's life, lock them up and all that shit. Fuck all the other times they do shit right. You just want to, any fucking time it suits your fucking political agenda to get some brownie points with the people, you want to fuck over the good guy. Right, like Rayshard Brooks. Rayshard Brooks shouldn't have never even been a fucking thing. He shouldn't have did that. Nigga drunk as fuck. Everybody with me drunk as fuck. Break it down, roll it up. Everybody with me drunk as fuck. drunk as fuck, in a fucking drive-thru at Wendy's. Nigga gets out, whoops both police ass, and is turning around to tase the police as they chasing this drunk ass nigga. And niggas is mad that he got shot. Man, the fuck out my face on the internet. Whatever. But here we go. The officers surrounded the car on both sides, entered the vehicle, and attempt to restrain Martin. The footage shows. Yep, like it's really gonna be easy restraining a 17-year-old nigga in his prime. Yeah, all right. One officer falls to the ground on the driver's side as Martin drives away with a parked police officer still in the back seat. Stop, man. Just let me out. Let me go. The officer says while Martin keeps driving. Stop. Stop or I'll shoot. What else can I do? What the fuck else can I do? What else can I do? There's nothing else that you can do in that situation besides let him just take you on a fucking joyride to hell. You have to shoot. If that was me in the back seat, it's like, or if I would have been out there and I was that dude partner, I'd have been like, shoot her! Shoot her! It's nothing else you can do, man. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. A second later, the officer shoots Martin in the back multiple times, according to the footage. The vehicle then crashes into a house. The officer gets out, and officers begin CPR on Martin. Martin was pronounced dead at the scene, and the park police officers were taken to the hospital after the shooting, the department said. Police found a gun inside the vehicle after the crash, according to both agencies. Family attorney Jade Mathis told USA Today on Thursday, it's unusual police have not said exactly where the weapon was found or what kind of gun it was. That is not unusual. They found the gun in the car, dude. What the fuck? Where do you think the car was? Where do you think the gun was? In the trunk? In the glove box? Where would a nigga who steals a car put his gun? Because the whole point is, once the nigga steal the car, a nigga's gonna go through the entire car. He gonna pop the glove box, pop the trunk, and see what the fuck is in there. So even if he found the gun, which he didn't, that was his fucking gun, that motherfucker had that gun on him. Now, where exactly it was after the accident, because the motherfuckers crashed into a fucking building, into a house, so shit's gonna get fucking tossed around. But the fact of the matter is, you know good and goddamn well this dude had that fucking gun. Don't no fucking car thieves go steal cars no more without no fucking guns on them. It's like, come on, man. And then what difference does it make what kind of gun it was? It was a Derringer 22. So fucking what? Or it was a fucking Glock with a limit switch and a fucking 50-round drum. What's the point? It's quite unusual. It's unusual that the police have not said exactly where the weapon was found or what kind of gun it was. The gun got found in the back seat after we crashed into the house, sir. And the car was fucking in an accident. We hit a house, sir. Some shit got fucking moved around, you think? It's quite unusual. Shut the fuck up. Right, Wolf Bear says a high point. Like, does that matter? What kind of gun is a high point? This is a C-Note edition. Like, that really makes a difference. Well, it was just a 38. Like, what the fuck they got to do with anything? It was a 1911. Take your pick. It was a Ruger LC9. Take your pick. It's like, that don't matter. It was a Smith & Wesson. What difference does it make? It's a fucking gun. It can kill. Family wants the officers fired and charged. Martin's family, including his mother, Tara Martin, watched footage from the incident hours before it was released to the public, but it was redacted and incomplete, Mathis said. It started off as tears, then rightfully so, she got angry. Mathis says, she says, I knew it. He murdered my baby. That ain't how she sound, because I wasn't there, but I'm just improv. I knew it. He murdered my baby. My baby ain't never hurt nobody, but he still got smoked at Baby's party, and he ain't the first or the last. Don't you know you got to put yourself together? Stop the violence, cause we all in the same game. Figgy fit. Last but not least, your Easy's no sellout. He murdered my baby. You goddamn right he murdered your baby. Your baby was trying to murder him. It's like if I swear, if I saw that and my son or my daughter did that stupid shit, I would have said, why the fuck didn't you just stop? You gonna literally climb the stairway to heaven for a fucking stolen car. And that's the thing, and that's why it's like I understand that, hey, he was a young kid, I get it, and the police officer's hands were tied because of that bullshit ass policy. But you ain't gonna tell me that no 17-year-old kid don't know to fucking just stop. Why not just stop? You in a stolen car. Did you think he's gonna get away forever? You had the motherfucker at least 2-3 weeks. Did you think he wasn't gonna never catch up to you? You in the stolen car, sleeping. Got caught lacking, as niggas would say. And now you just gonna ride the motherfucker until they have to kill you to get you to stop and give up, nigga? Why do niggas do this? It's like the only time we stop is when a fucking bullet hits us. It's just like that dude in Chicago that was literally trying to take the lady, the off-duty female police officer. He was trying to take her gun. She told him, stop or I'm gonna shoot. The nigga kept going and he didn't stop until she shot him. And she like, nigga, I told you I was gonna shoot you. And the only thing that nigga could say was, all right, baby, please, baby, stop, baby. All right, baby, I'ma stop now. After I shot your ass, I have the gun. It's like niggas watch too much fucking TV or something. Like, what are you doing? How do you think this is gonna end? How do you think that shit's gonna end? He has a gun drawn and is telling you to stop. Do you not think he's going to shoot? Come on, man. We die over the dumbest shit. Real talk. I'm just saying. It's just what it is. We put our lives in jeopardy day after day for the dumbest shit. And the only thing that comes out of it is the people that we leave behind won't get to sue. And they ain't gonna do shit with the money, but buy some fucking Cadillacs and some fucking Gucci and live as high as they can on the hog until that shit is gone. And niggas seem to be okay with that. Get you 700,000-800,000, get you 1.2 million, fuck around, spend it all, and then you sitting right back with nothing. Taxes higher than a motherfucker on the house you done bought. Can't pay it and wind up losing the house. Or you just tear the motherfucker up because you got every goddamn body in your family living with you. It is what it is, man. He murdered my baby. Speaking during a Wednesday press conference, Tara Martin said she wants the officers involved to be identified and charged with murder. A spokesperson with the MPD officers said the MPD officers at the scene do not have to be identified because they were not involved in any serious uses of force. A spokesperson, for the USPP, which is the United States Park Police, did not immediately respond to a request to identify the officers involved. I don't eat, I don't sleep, and justice needs to be served, she said. Come on, man. Come on, man, really? I don't eat, I don't sleep, and justice needs to be served, she said. Tara Martin says she was told by the medical examiner her son was shot 6 times. The chief medical examiner's office said in a statement to USA Today, Martin's cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds and the manner of death was homicide, but did not specify how many gunshot wounds he suffered. Martin had a 7-month-old son, Mathis said. Martin's mother said he was her 5th child. And now I have to ask the magical question, and I hope somebody can answer it for me, but they probably won't. What's that question you're going to ask, Brian? I'm going to ask the question that Tommy Sotomayor has taught me to ask. Where's the father? Can somebody please tell me where's the father? That's all I'm saying. Where the pappy? 5 kids? That's her 5th child? I promise you that ain't one daddy with her 5 children. I can guarantee you that. I bet every dime in my bank account, which is only about $78. I bet it. I bet all 78, baby, that daddy ain't nowhere to be found, and them other 4 kids she got different daddies. I don't know if she got 5x4, 5x3, maybe even 5x5. But I know for damn sure ain't no 5x1. But let's just keep reading. Martin had a 7-month-old son. Mathis said Martin's mother said he was her 5th child. His funeral is scheduled for next week. And listen to this. He's my sunshine, Tara Martin said. That's my protector. You took my protector away, which is why I know ain't no daddy in the picture. Why is it that in our culture, that's not something it's prevalent in our culture? 15, 16, 13, 17, 19-year-old kids, boys, are given the responsibility of being protectors of their mothers. Why is that? Why is that? And why is that okay? Right, this nigga's her baloney. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Why is that? Why would a mother have to say he was my protector? That's my protector. You took my protector away. So I guess that responsibility is now going to fall on the other 4 kids. Guess that's their responsibility now. Guess that's their responsibility now. And she not concerned, ain't said shit about the son he left behind. The son who gonna grow up without a father. She ain't said that shit. She was just talking about herself. My protector, my sunshine. Y'all took my protector away. How about that 7-month-old son? You think he needs a protector? That's what we do. And I guess the thing is, it's prevalent in our community, and we ain't saying shit about it. Don't nobody see that as being problematic? Like, that's something where you should look at it and say, well, why the fuck are you having 5 kids and you are depending on a 17-year-old to be your protector? 17. So if she's saying he's his protector at 17, he's probably been her protector since he was fucking 7. You know what kind of stress and pressure that is to put on a kid? And it's like these single mothers are so quick to put that shit, that responsibility, that mantle of protecting the household and protecting the family on any boy child. 8 years old, you the man of the house. The fuck? Nigga, I'm trying to play this Nintendo. Bitch, I just started my first season of Madden. I ain't got time to be protecting this house. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. 12 years old, you the man of the house. Bitch, I'm trying to level up my character on 2K. I got a game tonight. Bitch, fuck you mean I'm the man of the house. I'm the protector of the house. I'm trying to get my jump shot together on this fucking game so I can get this contract. It's a contract year, bitch. I got shit to do. I ain't got time to be protecting this house and protecting your ass. Protecting you from what? The dick carousel you about to ride now that my daddy gone? And I swear, it's insane to me how we in black folks community, in our community, it's amazing to me how the women literally don't give a shit about nothing but having babies out of wedlock and riding the dick carousel. No matter the age. Old hoes do the same thing. Young hoes do the same thing. I want to see how many likes I can get on social media. I want to have a kid like it's a fucking purse and carry it around like it's an accessory. And I want to ride the dick carousel. Oh, I just want to sample all different kinds of dicks. That's all I want to do. And it's like, that's like the end all to be all. And it's not until a bitch hit 50 to where they want to get off. Well, they've been getting off other ways for the first 50 years, but they don't want to get off the dick carousel till they like 50, 60 years old. When they realize, like, shit, bitch, you about to die in 20 years, 25 years, you going to be out of here. Well, I guess I'll settle down. It's like, what the fuck? Well, cash in anything in life, walk away from whatever, hop on the dick carousel, and think they living their life. Old hoes do it all the time. Yup. Yeah, I divorced that nigga. Yeah, I leave that nigga. Yeah, nigga, we ain't together no more. Yeah, I know I had 2 kids by you, but we grew apart. Get on the dick carousel. Nah, and that's the thing. If I have a kid by this nigga, I got him on child support. And then if I leave this nigga, I can literally just go and live off this child support and fuck whoever the fuck I want. So you literally just want to be a whore with kids. And motherfuckers find that to be okay, like I said, until they hit 60. When a bitch hips start bothering her. Her knees and shit don't. She can't drop it like it's hot no more. She can't get low. The apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur don't fit like they used to. So now I need to go ahead and settle the fuck down. The next dick I fuck gonna have to marry me. Well, what about the other 78 you done had? They ain't have to. Yeah, well, now I done learned my lesson and I'm growing in the Lord and now I'm gonna be a virtuous woman. Like, what the fuck? Uncle G said, my wife, first time listening to you, got her laughing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Click that like button. But it's like, that's what it is now. And I'm not just talking about ghetto bitches. I'm talking about just all of this. That's all they do. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures, put them on social media. My Facebook and my IG going to be popping. I'm going to poke out my lips, stick out my ass, and show my cleavage, and I'm going to show my pussy print as much as I can. That's what I'm going to do, and get all your DM attention. Niggas is trying to fuck. 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 That's what I'm going to do. And then when niggas ain't trying to fuck, and niggas ain't trying to fuck, and niggas ain't trying to fuck, ain't no niggas trying to fuck, but old niggas is trying to fuck. Don't none of these young niggas want this old pussy? No, it's old pussy. Now it's, well, I guess I better settle down. My lupus is starting to set in. Well, I guess I better settle down. My arthritis is starting to fuck with me on the regular. I don't know what these old niggas see in these young bitches. The same thing you was, bitch. That's what we see. Now that the dick carousel is hard for you to ride because your knees don't work like they used to. Your mouth get tired faster. What's the saying go? The hole outlasts the pole? Yeah, well, that hole big than a motherfucker. Don't nobody want that old pussy with a bunch of miles on it no more. You done got that motherfucking, that front part of your stomach is like a ass in the front now. Now you want to settle down and find a nigga to stop playing games. I don't know why these men, y'all play too many games. I mean, let's just be real. I want to get serious. I want something that's going to mean something. I need a step granddaddy for my motherfucking 8 grandkids. Bitch. Like, what? Where am I this bitch at? Yo, 8 grandkids. You want me to be the stepdaddy to that? Where's my this bitch? I can't find it. God damn it. It's somewhere on here. That just goes to show how long it's been since I've been on this motherfucker. Nope, I can't find it. But anyway. You mean to tell me after all this time, now you just want a nigga to settle down and wife your ass and grow old with an old hoe? Who wants to do that? Not even an old pimp wants to grow old with an old hoe. And that's what he did. He could at least appreciate. You know what, girl? 30 years ago, you was the best bottom bitch on the track, baby. He could at least appreciate that, but he like, I don't want no old bitch. I'm sorry. Now you want me to settle down with this old shit. After you done been out getting your rocks off, I'm supposed to settle down with that? No way. Bitch, you can die alone and with your dogs and cats or whatever the fuck you got. Get your grandson to be the new man of the house. Get your grandson, your great-grandson to be your protector now. And go on and live out your days. That mentality is insane to me. And it's like we are the worst ones at it. We don't value shit when it comes to family. We don't value shit when it comes to men. We don't value shit when it comes to husbands and wives. We don't value shit when it comes to just having a stable household. Why do we not value that? When we clearly see the damage that it's done to us. Black folks should be the most Al Green, let's stay togetherness niggas on the planet because we can clearly witness the damage it has done. Take the last 30 years alone. All the motherfuckers on drugs, all the motherfuckers that's gangbanging, all the motherfuckers that's out in the streets, all the motherfuckers that's turning tricks, all of those come from single parent homes. Ain't nobody else figured that out but me. I'm a smart man, but I ain't the only smart motherfucker. You don't have to have no fucking sock puppets and fucking crayons to figure that shit out. That's ridiculous. And we don't see anything wrong with that to the point to where we're saying, well, man, we need to stop that. We need to go ahead and get our shit together. Nope. Let me go ahead and finish this up. I done got off into a whole nother little rant. Let's see. That's my protector. You took my protector away. Boy, stop. The investigation by MPD has been sent to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia for independent review, a department spokesperson said Thursday. The executive board of the Park Police Union released a statement Thursday saying Martin was a clear threat. Facts. To the officer who shot him. The statement adds the officers involved followed department policies and called the officers' actions justified. Facts. Stupid policy. It's a stupid fucking policy. But yet and still, they followed it. An administrative review is also being conducted by the Department of the Interior, which will determine whether the officers acted in accordance with policy, according to a Park Police spokesperson. Park Police said in a statement after the shooting, the 2 officers involved are on paid administrative leave during the investigation. I guess my thing is just this. It's like, what are we really talking about? Because it's like, man, these motherfuckers did what y'all policy dictated, and now y'all still trying to, well, you know, we might have to fire them, and we have to, man, come on. What up with a thick cut? Man, I need to text you, man. I'm so sorry. I will, though. Definitely. But it's like, that's the thing, man. We have to get to a point to where we're looking at what we're doing and the policies that we have. Hell yeah, you should hold a motherfucker accountable to that shit. Abso-fucking-lutely. And that is definitely something to contest. But, hey, I followed the policy. What else you want me to do? What else do you want me to do? It's like, come on, man.
Now, if the vehicle is on successfully, just for safety purposes, I'll stop this avenue of retreat.
Officials eventually decide to enter the vehicle through the rear passenger window that is covered with plastic.
There's
you saw that, right?
Over the window we could cut and find a
So here's what I'm thinking. The back window is already broken. It's got a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
Carefully, I can cut it out, unlock the door from the exterior.
I'm fine with that.
If the door opens quietly, he's still knocked out, then I'll move away. Somebody just has to jack him. He's got his hands up.
So the last
But we
guy
have to
too, him and I will yank him out. Or do you want to? Who wants to be? You want to be hands guy?
Well, my other question is, have we looked to see if it's in driver park?
And here's my problem with all of this. Because of that dumbass policy, these guys took way too much time trying to figure out the best way to get this motherfucker out of this car. Clearly, by just stopping his ability to drive the car away was the first and foremost #1 action to do. And because this stupid motherfucker was asleep in the stolen car, you had every opportunity. They discussed this shit for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. They outside, up the street from this motherfucker, talking about this shit. If this ain't no Keystone Cop shit, I don't know what the fuck is. You don't know what the Keystone Cops are? Google it or YouTube the shit. You'll see a little video of it. This is some straight up stupid shit. The fact that nobody, out of all of these officers, you got about 5 officers out here. Nobody just said, man, look, fuck this, we're going to have to break policy. Box the car in to keep this motherfucker from going anywhere. If anything, this motherfucker jumps out the car and run. As opposed to saying, I'll be damned if I say, I'm going to try to cut the plastic, then I'm going to sneak in the back. While I'm sneaking in the back, y'all try to come around to the front, and if he awakens and gets startled, then we'll just try to hurry up and grab him. Well, what if he doesn't, and he just wakes up before we get to the car, you're already in the back, and he drives off? Well, then in that case, I'll just shoot him in the back. You think that's a great fucking plan? Makes no fucking sense. None whatsoever. This is because you got policies, you got police officers, instead of doing the most common sense thing, the thing that makes the most sense. You got them planning a series of unfortunate events and just flat out fuckery that's gonna get this kid killed and potentially could have got not 1 but 2 officers seriously hurt or killed themselves.
And is it still running? Is it still running?
It's running.
Okay. Because I saw it running earlier, but then I didn't see the
No, it's running. It's in park. He's knocked out. Like, he's literally moving out.
Yeah. So, like, I just want to make sure that we don't have anyone on our end or your end that if he, like, throws it in drive, gets a foot run over or sideswiped, or if he throws it in reverse.
Officers can be heard discussing what would happen if Martin drove off, advising each other not to, quote, get caught inside that car.
He's got a phone. He's got a...
How does that happen? How do I not get caught in this car? How do I not get caught in this car when I'm going to get in the car to try to grab this motherfucker from the back seat? from the back seat. This has disaster written all over it. I'm going to try to sneak up to the car, cut the plastic from when they broke the window out of the stolen car, hit the lock, sneak into the back to try to grab him. You try to do the same thing from the front, and we just hope and pray that he don't put this motherfucker in drive in a car that is already turned on and running. How fucking much of a recipe for disaster do you have to add to that, to those ingredients? How many more ingredients do you have to add to that recipe to ensure that it's a fucking disaster?
He's got a phone on his lap. He does have his left hand, which is good for us, inside his waistline, but I don't see anything on there. So if we can just secure that hand, quickly get him there, need space, we can do that. And if he takes off, but just don't get caught inside of that car,
After about 16 minutes of discussion, officials approached the vehicle.
Look at this shit. This shit got me.
Body camera video shows an officer cutting through.
So he's right now, while this nigga sleep, and here's the kicker, and I'm gonna make it bigger for y'all. Take myself out of it, because it ain't about me. Look at all of this fucking space in front of this car. He literally could have just pulled the car up and backed that car up to where he's just as close as the car behind him, and that dude wouldn't have been able to go no fucking where. Do you see how easy and how simple of a fix to block that car in would have been to where this young man would still be fucking alive? And I'm telling you right now, if I was the police officer on this fucking case, if I would have been here on this call, I'd have been like, man, fuck policy. Pull that car up and pull it up in front of this motherfucker. As he pulling up this car, I want you to back up slowly to this motherfucker, and then we gonna get up in this motherfucker. Because at the end of the day, the one thing he ain't gonna do is drive off on this motherfucker. Look at the space in front of this car. Had a dumbass not written a policy to where you can't block in a car. It's almost a thing I want to say, well, this is like counter-policing. Counter-police tactics. How can we figure out a way to counter what a police officer would do to apprehend a criminal? From now on, you can only put cuffs on a person with one hand. You cannot use two hands to handcuff a person. Yeah, that'll work. Make that policy. It's like, dude, what the fuck? I would have cut that little plastic and put that Glock on his ass. Hey, man, we got you, bro. Turn the car off. Put your hands up. Or better yet, put your fucking hands up, nigga. Put them up. Smith, unlock the door. You got him. Dude, this shit is ridiculous.
The plastic to unlock the car door. Moments after an officer opens the rear passenger door, another officer enters the vehicle.
Police! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Hands! Stop!
There is a commotion as Martin drives off. After calling for him to stop the vehicle, the officer opens fire.
Stop!
Where's he going?
Stop, man! Let me out! Let me out! Stop! Stop, bro! Shoot!
Seconds later, the vehicle crashes into a building.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Don't move! Don't move! 512!
More officers quickly arrived to the scene and worked to remove Martin from the vehicle.
Do you see that?
Hey, he's breathing.
Yeah, I know he is.
Hey, you got something I can put on? I can apply pressure. I just need a kit. Hey there.
Here's my thing. What if that would have been somebody sitting in that room that he crashed into on the house? What if a kid would have been there? What if a kid would have been there? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is like the dumbest policy I've ever heard of. It's a policy to where we can't block a car, but we can sure as fuck let this shit happen. Hey. As Moneybag Yo would say, hey.
There's a kit in. Yeah, give me a kit.
Responding officers performed life-saving measures, but Martin died on the scene. The shooting is under investigation by the U.S. Park Police and the D.C. Police Internal Affairs Division. The U.S. Attorney's Office is also conducting a civil rights investigation. Right now, all the officers involved in the shooting are still on.
You don't know if he called an ambulance for that man or not, Mr. Makes Sense, unless you go ahead and do a FOIA request and get the dispatch call, because there was shots fired and they could have called it. You have no idea. But they at least tried fucking CPR, I guess. My thing is twofold. Had that boy not gone anywhere, he'd still be alive. And number two, had the police officers not had their hands tied with a fucking no block in policy, this kid would still be alive. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This kid would have been alive if they could have boxed in that car. That kid would have woke up, startled, and realized there's no place for him to go, and there's a gun pointed right at him, or guns pointed right at him. He would have fucking gave up, or he would have did suicide by cop. Those were his only options. But the fact that there was no car in front of him, and when you see in the video all that space that was in front of his ass, he saw that as an opportunity to potentially get away. And that's exactly what he did. And exactly what the shooting was justified. It was definitely justified. But because of that bad policy, it led to an unnecessary shooting. Totally unnecessary. That shit is stupid as fuck. And like I said, the family, they should get fucking paid and get some type of fucking restitution, reparation. I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. They should be able to sue the fucking police department for that fucking policy. That policy is the reason why her son is dead. Why they took her sunshine and why she ain't got no protector no more is because of that fucking policy, which is dumb as fuck. That's literally some Keystone Cop shit, to where you want your police officers to look stupid as fuck trying to enforce the law.
Active duty. Martin's family has called for all of them to be named publicly, fired, and later prosecuted. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Good question. D.A. Sheffield said, are policies based off earlier screw-ups? Some are, and some are just the agenda of some people, to where they have, hey, to try to keep police officers, to keep our kids safe. We're making a new policy to where they can't box in or block a car. If a kid is in a stolen car, you can't block them in. Or if a person has stolen a vehicle, you can't block them in. Why would I let somebody who's driving a 2-ton deadly weapon be free to drive off with it? Why would I allow that? And I'm saying, even if he was in the car and he was drunk, let's just say let's just say that was a DUI. Dude got an open bottle, half bottle of fucking Jack sitting there on the front seat, open like a motherfucker. You want him to be able to drive off? The fact that these motherfuckers wrote this policy and nobody in the room said, hey guys, we need to rethink this. This is not smart. Because just as many scenarios you can come up with to say why they shouldn't be able to do this, I can give you double the amount of why they should. Now you can try to encourage them not to do it, but you damn sure shouldn't make it a policy the way they can't do it. Michael says they also could have let all of the air out of the tires. How can you do that when you're trying not to wake him up? You can't do that. The noise that's going to come from you letting the air out the tires is going to probably wake him up. And again, he can still drive off on flat tires. It's not like because the tires ain't got no air and he can't drive off. That's bullshit. He can. And he's going to drive off in a car that's going to be very difficult to control, which puts you back in the scenario of potentially injuring someone, an innocent bystander, or a fellow officer, or yourself. Can't do that shit. Fact of the matter is, and I'm telling you, the only way you can get around it is you need to be able to box in the motherfucking car. Plain and simple. Putting stop sticks in front would have helped, but you can still drive on that to some degree. So whether he got away and drove 2 blocks or whether he drove 20 blocks, he can still drive and hurt someone. You should be able to box the motherfucker in where he can't go nowhere. Putting some stop sticks in the front of them tires or in the back of them tires, great. Boxing in a car and pulling a car directly in front of it to where he can't drive off, even greater. Because at the end of the day, the last thing I want this motherfucker to be able to do is to drive off with this fucking weapon. That's a weapon. That's a weapon. A 2-ton weapon. Why would you want someone to be able to drive off with that? Yeah, new policy of if a criminal or potential criminal has a gun, he does not have to put that gun down. You can't shoot him if he doesn't put the gun down. Yeah, but why would I want him to keep holding a gun when I'm trying to arrest him and he's broken the law? Well, I'm just saying we don't want things to get out of hand because you really don't know why he could be having a gun. You really don't know if he's going to use it or not. So you kind of like should let him hold on to it until he's ready to set it down. We'll get some crisis workers out there to talk him down, and we'll get the gun out of his hand that way. Makes no sense. He says, is shooting the tires kind of like trying to shoot them in the leg? Yes, that's TV shit, Crestline. Shooting out the tires does not stop. The whole point is this. I want the vehicle stopped. And the best way to have the vehicle stopped is to have it to where the vehicle can't move. It's the best way. There's any way you want to try to slice it. The best way is to make it to where the vehicle cannot move. That is what I want to do. Because if I can make it to where the vehicle doesn't move, I don't have to worry about somebody driving a 2-ton weapon down the street. That's all it is. Right. Too much other potential shit can go wrong with shooting out the tires. Your bullet can ricochet off the rim and hit somebody else or hit yourself. Right. But they should all now go buy 50 cal fucking rifles and shoot the engine block. That'll stop the car. Hey, look, so what we're going to do, we got a sniper on the way. He's bringing the 50 cal BMG. We're going to put him up on that roof there, that house, and we're going to have him shoot the engine block out. And then we'll try to cut the plastic. We'll try to sneak in. But if he awakens, the sniper with the 50 cal BMG is going to shoot the motherfucking engine block out, and then we'll stop him. Like, come the fuck on, dude. That wasn't a stupid question, Crestline. You're not a police officer or nothing like that. people, I mean, the thing is that people see things like that on television and they think that it's something you can do. Like when people would say, you can stop them by shooting them in the leg, man. You can shoot the gun out their hand, man. Why you got to shoot them in them ass, though? Shoot them in the arm that's holding the gun. And those are usually statements made by people who've never been in law enforcement and who can probably barely shoot a fucking gun except for when they standing in a fucking range stall at the gun range. But it is what it is. Hey, Amanda said hopefully the vehicle owner has insurance. Hopefully the homeowners got insurance too. I hope so. Fucking car done rolled through the front of my fucking house. Like I asked for that. But thanks to that good old no blocking policy, there it is. And that's what the problem is with all of these liberal left democratic policies. The main victims in these policies, the people that suffer the most from these policies, are the everyday working man, the middle class, and the lower middle class. Any and every policy that you want to come up with, those are the three people that suffer. First and foremost. Whether it's being safe in the community, whether it's being fucking taxed, whether it's fucking being rights being taken away, those are the people that are suffering the most because they're the ones that's dealing with everyday life. They don't have gated communities. They don't have zero to no crime percentage areas. They don't live in those areas. They got to go to the Walmarts where shit go down. They got to go to the gas stations, the QTs, and the racetracks where shit can go down. They got to drive by the hood, stop at the hood store, or wherever the fuck, pick their kids up from the hood where shit can go down. Right, Walmart. Meanwhile, your policymakers, the people who come up with all these bright ideas, they don't deal with none of that shit. And we trust them? We hanging on every fucking word they say? What they did, what they built, what they... Man, come on here now. It's ridiculous. But I digress. That's pretty much it for this story. I'll close with saying this. We've got to get to a place to where we can once again, especially, and I feel so sorry for y'all people that are living in these blue cities. I really do. Because y'all are feeling it. Y'all ain't admitting it. And a lot of people ain't talking about it. But the Chicagos, the New Yorks, the Californias, the LAs, the Detroit, the fucking the Portland, Oregon, y'all are fucking feeling it. And y'all are getting the worst of it. And I hope that y'all motherfuckers wake up and you better start voting different. Because if you keep voting the same with that Black Lives Matter shit, you keep voting the same with that women are loose, now are loose shit, you're going to wind up keep getting bent over the barrel with no Vaseline. I'm telling y'all, keep it up and you're going to be even worse off. Just like in Chicago, that mayor that they done put in there, because he black, yeah, all right, it's about to get worse. It's about to get worse for y'all motherfuckers. It's gonna get more and more unsafe. Y'all saw that motherfucking brawl and shit when them kids took over the fucking downtown city. That's what's gonna happen. Just saying. Crime parties all over. Let's have a crime party. That's what they're gonna start calling them. Crime parties. What y'all doing this weekend? Shit, I'm gonna go to. I got 2 crime parties. Shit, we gonna get it in, motherfucker. We kicking cars and everything. I got that story lined up too. I'm gonna do that shit. That's the city, baby. But I want to thank everybody for coming by. I appreciate y'all for what y'all been doing. Y'all hanging in there with your boy. I thank y'all so much. Continue to hit that like button. Please, please, please join the Rumble. Get over there to Rumble. The sands of time are running low on this YouTube thing, people. I'm telling you. So get on over there just in case, because when shit go, it's gone. Because you don't know what you got till it's gone. So, get over there. I appreciate everybody that donated. Thank you all to everybody that hit the Cash App. Everybody that didn't hit that PayPal. Please, please, please Please, 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 please hit the Cash App. Damn, this Cash App done updated or something. I can't even find my shit. Not now. Oh, there we go. Shout out to my man Sheffield, hit your boy with $3. Shout out to Jermaine, hit your boy. Jennifer Miranda, hit your boy. My man Troy Sherman, hit your boy up. Thank you guys so much. And Danny B. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all because Tony, Troy and Jennifer, they hit your boy up with the Cash App even when I wasn't online. That ain't nothing but dedication right there. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all continue, man, to support the channel, support the show. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world tonight on these internets, and y'all chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab, and I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.